Well, good morning. Here we are for another Friday quick little devotional for real estate professionals. This has been a fun little trip we've been going down each and every week. I hope you're getting something out of it. Um, Want to talk about a couple of things that are near and dear to me, and just know anything that I bring up and talk about, these are things that maybe I do or maybe I've seen others do. May not be right for you, but I just want to bring it up so you have options as you grow in your career, in your family, in your life, in anything you're going through, ways that I pray, ways that I, want to glorify God in what I do every day and serving people. Just opportunities and things that we have in this career is just beyond a blessing. It's so cool. You know what I'm talking about when you actually get to give those keys to that first time home buyer. And I got to do that the other day. It was so much fun. I haven't been able to do that in so long. It's just a true blessing. It just brings back why I got into this business in the first place, why I did it. A couple things though, I want you to protect yourself daily. I want you to think about how you can change your entire perspective on what you do as a real estate agent and serving the community and serving God and serving the people that you're helping each and every day. It's that you have an amazing blessing and opportunity. And if I can bring a few things up to you that you might be able to carry throughout your day, and I'm not talking a week, I'm not talking every 2 weeks, every month, I'm talking every day. Things that could potentially change your pathway right now. If you're doing them, great. If not, maybe this is a little something that might help you. First off, just know that in Ephesians, it talks about the enemy goes about like a roaring lion. He's constantly trying to attack you, and you may feel attacked right now. You may feel like you've been just doing this over and over and over again, and it just hasn't taken off. It just maybe isn't going. You feel like you're spinning your wheels a little bit. Oh man, it can feel like you're not getting anywhere. It's tough. So I'm going to give you a few quick little things that I do to kind of keep my mindset up, to keep my spirits up in those times where it's difficult, to encourage you not to give up, to keep going, and know that it takes time in real estate, in any business you do. It takes time, it takes consistency, just like in working out in the gym. It takes consistency. If you just did it once, twice, three times, even 10 times, you're not going to see the results immediately. Now you will 2 or 3 weeks later, right? You will maybe a month later. But the consistency, that's where the game changes. That's where things change. A few different tools I use on a daily basis. And we all live off of emails. We do. We get in our emails every day. We start our day off getting in the emails, which is a no-no typically. You don't want to do it too early, but if you do it in a positive way, it could be profitable. And this is how I do it in a positive way. There's 3 emails I get each and every day. All right. Number one, I'm doing this thing called Stand on the Word, and it's read the Bible in 2 years. Now, I've read the Bible twice in 1 year, and it ends up being 2 years. I'm going through a 1 year Bible reading program, but it ends up being 2 years. So I started this one that was recommended by my father-in-law, an amazing Christian man, Mark Barcelo, if you know him, and he sent it out to a bunch of guys, and it's called Stand on the Word. It sends you an email once a day, and I'll attach it here, so if you guys want to jump into it, it's not too late to jump into it. You can jump in at any time. He talks about that as well. So it sends a video to watch and a Bible reading. I always, and he suggests it too, start out with the Bible reading. If most importantly you just read the Bible and you didn't watch the video, you've read the Word today. All right. He sends it 6 days a week, or 6 days a week, because some days is kind of a recap get day, so it allows you to catch up on Sundays. Sometimes on Sundays I'll read or I'll listen, because it has the option to listen, and yeah, I'm a cheater a little bit. I do listen to the Bible reading, so I'll listen to the Bible reading, and then I'll follow, and then I'll watch or I'll listen to him explain what the Bible reading was about. It's pretty cool. But it's a video. You can watch the video, but it's him just speaking. So I play it and just listen. So that's an amazing tool. It's attached here. Jump in it with me. It's been great. Let's follow it along together. We can talk about it. Number two, I get Greg Laurie. I love Greg Laurie. Honestly, since I was right out of high school, it was recommended. Greg Laurie, listening to his used to be on KRDU 530 AM or AM channel. Yeah. And think about me. This was 1995, 96, somewhere around there. I'm recommended to listen to AM radio. Yeah, AC/DC days, Metallica days, all these uh, all these hard rock bands that you're hearing on FM radio, and I'm being suggested to listen to AM radio. I did it. I listened to it. I really got into Greg Laurie. I liked it. It was cool. His preaching was great. There's a great movie he did too about 2 or 3 years ago that's amazing, kind of about his life and how it happened. It's a great movie. So anyway, I get his in my email as well each and every day, and it's a quick little listen. He reads a quick verse, and then Greg Laurie talks about that verse. And that one I really like. It's really powerful. It's good. It's usually right in line with what I'm dealing with in life. So that's a good one. And then lastly, I get a Bible, just a verse comes to me. Now that's three different things I get. I don't suggest you overloading yourself like I do. I do quite often overload myself, but they impact me, and I will do all three. Sometimes if I miss one on Monday morning, I'll catch up and I'll listen to them all and read the word. That's me, guys. You do you. But just some suggestions, and I'll put all three of them in this email so you can see them below. The other one I really liked was Ricky Carruth. He's a real estate coach as well. He puts out a Sunday devotional that's usually right in line like this with the reading, but it doesn't have a video. Um, so he does one as well. That's another option that you can jump into. So just to protect your heart. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about the most important thing in your real estate career is to protect you, protect your heart. You're going to get frustrated. Things are going to happen in life. There's daily things that are going to try to attack you to make you think you cannot be a successful business owner, real estate agent. Just remember, you got your license, you got excited about this, you wanted to do this job, and now you just got to stick to it. Now, there's things that you don't like, and you're figuring out real quick in real estate that you just don't like making hard phone calls. You don't like doing that. You expected to do this and people would just come to you. Or maybe you're the quite opposite. Maybe you would rather make those hard calls and not follow up with your sphere of influence, your SOI, also known as circle of influence on the East Coast. Maybe you're not like that. I want to remind you, there's a prayer I want you to think about each and every day. And this is a prayer I've said. I pray it in front of our entire brokerage. And I pray that God will bring people your way He has planned for you to work with today. Just remember, God does say to ask. He says to ask and you shall receive. Knock and the door will be open. I mean, He talks about this in the Word, guys. Does that mean that it's gonna, you're gonna pray and all of a sudden you're gonna get a ton of flood of leads? Not necessarily, but it may. And if you don't ask, you won't find out. You got to ask often, though. In Revelations, it talks about the golden bowls that are full of the prayers of the people. There's so much about prayer and the importance of prayer and praying for your own business. When I first got my real estate license, I literally got on my knees, and I remember it was in the living room, and it was in a house on Modoc in Visalia. And I prayed, God, if you've got a plan for me getting my real estate license and do this, that I pray you'll lead the way. You'll just make it happen your way, not mine. And I will give back to you. God, I will give back to you whatever it is you want me to give back. It's yours, not mine. It's your will, not mine. And I just can't remember the whole prayer, but it was somewhere around that line. And by golly, I've continued to pray that prayer for many years, and God has continued to just bring opportunities for me to help people. I've had clients cry on my shoulders in happiness. I've had overwhelming, Sean, thank you so much for leading us through this way. We couldn't have done it without you. I've had just so many opportunities to just realize I really affected somebody's life in a positive way. And I used my real estate career as a venue. Recently, I got a chance to give a client, it's a first time home buyer, and she's a mom with her husband. Her husband, he works and works and works for their family, and she's got 4 kids. She's busy. So I came across this person in my BNI group that does interior decorating and different things like that. And I said, hey, can you put together a package for me for a mom that really needs it and that I can give her as a closing gift? She was so excited when I gave her that closing gift. She was crazy excited. How fun, right? These are the things we get to do to give back. But those are the prayers you need to be praying, that God gives you those opportunities to be able to give back and put you in those situations to be able to do that stuff. Now, making those hard calls for forced subliners and expireds, pray that God will open doors for you to be able to communicate with these people in a positive way. Yeah, you're going to get some people hanging up on you, but if you're calling from love and kindness and saying, hey, I'm just a helper, I'm not here to hurt. There's been times I've been hung up on and I turn around and call right back and I leave a message because they won't typically answer on the second ring. And I'll say, hey, I think we got disconnected. If it was on my side, I apologize, but I just want you to know I'm here to help. Not here to cause any problems, make things difficult for you. I know you're probably getting a lot of calls from realtors, but I'm just here to help. If you need me, I'd love to just kind of help you and walk you through this process. If you just need an extra set of maybe an extra, a little bit more advice or something on what to do, let me know. I'd love to help you. That's It's putting the ball in their court that maybe, just maybe, all the salespeople, realtors that have been calling them, that one way that you portray it is different than everyone else. But you come from kindness, you come from love, you come from opportunity to help them through a difficult time in their life. And I'm telling you, watch the magic happen. But here's the thing, don't give up. If it doesn't work the first time, try it a different way. Switch it up a little bit, but every day, one, start with prayer. Start spending time with God. Start with spending time in the Word. Jump into this read the Bible and 2-year plan with me, and then get right with the Lord early. Get things where they need to be. Where you're giving this day to God right away in the morning. Pray for the day. Pray for the business opportunities, and then stick to your calendar. Get to work on time. You got to work at least 8 hours a day. That's this job. It takes usually 8 to 15 to 20 hours a day sometimes, what realtors put in. But you figure minimum 8 hours a day, I'm going to work, and I'm going to use God, allow God to use me, not use God, ask God to use me as a tool to talk to his people, bring opportunities. Sometimes I do it for free, guys. I've done it, and I've written pro bono on contracts, meaning I'm not taking a payment on this. I am just helping these people through it. And if you have that type of servant mindset and attitude, watch the blessings come in. And it may not always be monetary, it just might be an opportunity to help someone through a very difficult time in their life. What an amazing tool you have. There's so many realtors that make this job look bad. Don't be those. Be the ones that make it look good, like a servant. You are a servant. Have a servant's heart today, this week, every day this next week, and just watch the magic happen.